Hey YouTube, today I went out and purchased a new Jawbone, the Jawbone Era Midnight Red. I'm kind of colorblind, it almost looks pink. I don't like that, but the Jawbone itself looks pink. Yes, my voice is in fact going through my Jawbone right now, just so you can hear the quality of how I sound through the Jawbone. There is a delay only because I'm going through my iPhone into Google Voice, then into my camera. So this is kind of in reverse because I've already done the unboxing. You'll see that next. And then I will give you my thoughts and impressions on of the Jawbone Era Midnight.
So here's the packaging for the Jawbone Era. I'm actually quite interested. It seems like people who order it online or in other countries are getting this interesting flip-out package. I purchased this at my local Best Buy. So apparently the packaging can vary from Jawbone Era to Jawbone Era. So it's very much like previous Jawbone packaging. Just peel back on both sides. The whole thing slides out. Then you're presented with your spout type earbuds. There's 3 different sizes in here. There's one already pre-attached to it itself. This is the midnight version, so there's some red accents. Hopefully not to be confused with pink, because some of the labeling looks pink. I don't like that. And then there's the ear loop with the round. It's interesting, they give you 4 sizes now. They used to only give you 3. Then you have your charging cable. So I'm going to go ahead and peel back on these over here. Lift that off. We'll come back to that in a moment. Pull this out. This is your charging cable, which is the same length as it was on the other one. Kind of missed the longer cords from the previous Jawbones, but I can see where they're going with this kind of flexible, stick it in the wall out and it just sticks out. So, user guide. They've made this Jawbone so simple, this isn't really relevant anymore. The carrying case, which is new in this particular version, it's oh, I see how it works. They have it rolled up. It's feels like neoprene. I don't know how you say that word exactly, but the kind of laptop case thing. You can just stick it in there. And last but not least, their charger, which is actually rather chunky compared to you're used to your standard iPhone charger. It's actually fairly large. Okay, so the Jawbone itself, twisted out. I always feel like I'm gonna break it. Let's see if we can get some of the red. It's very dark, the color accents, so I'm not too upset that it's like that. I like mostly black Bluetooth headsets anyway. So here's the part that touches your Jawbone. Looks like one of the noise cancelling mics. The newer spout type ear set. Your talk and the only other button on the Jawbone. Charging port and my talk port. On off switch. The blue is when it's on. The charging plug always plugs in kind of at an angle like that. That's the same as the icon. Speaking of which, I have the Jawbone icon. I've had the original Jawbone, the Jawbone Prime, the icon, and now the Era. So the Era is actually a little bit longer, a little bit skinnier. There's an idea side by side what they look like. I didn't like the icon being so short. It felt like the Jawbone sensor wasn't really touching my skin all the time. I was happy with the Jawbone icon because of this slope right here. It just doesn't get in the way of your ear. The way these fit into my ear is that this will actually sometimes get in the way of my ear and kind of be uncomfortable. The Jawbone Prime actually had this issue much worse. This piece came up quite a bit higher off of the Jawbone Prime. So let's go ahead and pair this with my new Jawbone Era. That's my old Jawbone icon that's already on the list there. So I'm just gonna flip this on, and it's not automatically put into pairing mode. It was automatically put into pairing mode the first time I turned it on. I'll admit I've already turned this thing on before. So I'm just gonna shake it 4 or 5 times, and it's in pairing mode because it does have an accelerometer in it. And then there it is, it shows up, so I'm just gonna tap on Jawbone Era, and it is in fact connected. With the Jawbone Era, just like the Jawbone icon, you have the battery life on the top of your iPhone screen here. That icon. And it's mostly empty right now because I've been using it quite a bit today. Came with about a half charge when I first opened it up. You can now answer the phone with the accelerometer by double tapping on the Jawbone when it's attached to your head. I'm going to demonstrate that now. And then to answer the call, all I do is double tap on the Jawbone. and the call is answered. And if I want to hang up, all I do is double tap and the call will end. Now, I don't know if this is inherent that you'll accidentally hang up or answer calls. It has to be a very deliberate double tap. I haven't used it long enough to know if the double tap would accidentally come through sometime. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in my Jawbone Era into the USB port on the top of the computer. And while Windows 7 automatically figures that out for me, I'm going to go ahead and log into my Jawbone MyTalk account that I've already created for my icon. It's pretty easy to set up an account if it's the first time if this is the first time you're setting up the account. It's mytalk.jawbone.com in case you were wondering. So I've already also installed the Jawbone Updater. It's fairly easy to download and install it. I'm going to go ahead and click Start on that now. So it took a little while for it to see the device. It looks like it's actually still connecting here. My computer went crazy and thought my Jawbone had been unplugged and plugged in about 6 times, but it eventually did get connected up to my browser and the Jawbone Sync application. So let's change my settings here. I'm going to change it to how I had everything set up on my icon. So I want my audio app, the voice on my Jawbone, to be the original. Dial-app voice style, I like using the default voice style on the iPhone. That works pretty well for me. Era software, give my Jawbone Era a name. Voice announcements on, that's like how much battery is left or that it's connected. Caller ID, this I do find fairly annoying because it does not speak names, it only speaks the telephone number that's calling you, so I usually leave that off. Connections, it can be connected to 2 devices at the same time. I have my laptop that I'm eventually going to connect it to and see if I can hear sound through my laptop and my phone at the same time and see how that goes. A2DP, I need that on because I listen to podcasts and music on my Jawbone quite often. Battery for BlackBerry, I'm just going to leave that on. In call, press and hold, volume adjustment, noise assassin, motion controls, I'm going to leave all those on. So I clicked OK, and it took a little while for my settings to sync up. It's done. I'm going to click sync one more time just to make sure that everything went through. Okay, so the first sync actually took so long I decided to go get a snack. Let's go ahead and click done. Now that I've gotten all my settings how I like them, let's look at what innovations. There are no innovations right now. Default. Mobile apps. I already have thoughts on my iPhone. It seems like a really kind of weird app, like instant messenger between people with jawbones. I don't see it really taking off anytime soon. It is pretty cool that my Bluetooth headset is completely updatable to future things. They may be doing new things with the accelerometer, because right now with just the double tap to answer and the shake up to pair, it seems kind of gimmicky to put an accelerometer into a Bluetooth headset right now. The new thing on the Era is actually the caller ID settings. I said that it would only read phone numbers. I didn't realize that the Era can actually read up to 10 names, your most commonly dialed names, or people that dial you, their names actually read to you. That's a feature. I might actually go ahead and turn caller ID back on, and I'm going to go ahead and type in my 10 most numbers where people call me. Syncing does take quite a bit longer with the Era than the icon. Not sure why.
Of course, I have to get another call right then.
It sounded like you just woke up.
No, I was trying to do a video review, and, well, now my camera's recording this too.
Hello, YouTube.
To my YouTube viewers, how do I sound?
You sound perfect.
Good, I like that.
Crystal clear.
Are you are talking through your iPhone 4 directly with no attachments, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so they can compare how your voice sounds to mine, because let's face it, the normal call quality is actually pretty crappy to begin with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could totally tell a difference from your old Jawbone from this one. I can totally tell a difference.
Well, this is my 4th Jawbone. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us unexpectedly in this video.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Overall, I am happy and impressed with the Jawbone Era. The sound through the speaker that you hear is much improved over the previous version. I think they've done this on purpose because headsets, Bluetooth headsets are no longer used just to listen to phone calls. You're now listening to podcasts and music and everything else, that all your other media that can go through your phone or laptop for that matter. I got the original Jawbone, was very happy with that. I've been happy with every iteration of the Jawbone since then. Jawbone makes the best, most premium Bluetooth headsets there are. I rely on my headset heavily. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.